Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Now today I'd like to take a look at something a little different, and that is a US humanitarian daily ration. Now these are rations which are issued in times of disaster and time of need to anywhere around the world. They're supposed to be a full day supply of food. I don't think there's any drinks included. So let's get this on a table and see what this pack contains. So we now have here on the table this US humanitarian daily ration. Now this is the first one of these I've used. I believe it's a gift from the people of the United States of America for people that are having trouble, rioting, tsunamis, disasters, that sort of thing. Disaster relief is the word I'm looking for. It's supposed to contain the full day's food. I don't believe there's any drinks in there, and it's packaged just like the US MRE, but obviously, as you can see, a sort of salmon pink colour bag as opposed to the brown bag. So it says open here, so it looks like it does have the peelable seal, if we can find it. So let's see if they open. I have no idea of the age of this one. A lot of them on the market seem to be quite old. That is a very hard seal to open. Seems to be much more sealed than a regular MRE. Being a Warnick company, no date codes on the outside. So very packed looking bag. Let's move things to one side. So what have we got inside this daily humanitarian ration? Now straight off we have what feels like a very smashed strawberry toaster pastry. So Pop-Tart, for want of a better word. Try and see the date code there. There's two codes on that, so I'll see if there's a clearer one as we go on. So a strawberry Pop-Tart. We also have a fig bar. There is a shortbread cookie. Nothing you notice is they're in foil bags as opposed to the usual sort of green. Obviously don't need to be camouflaged for humanitarian relief. This is a peanut butter. We also have the standard crackers. Obviously these are made by Warnick, and I believe the other US MRE manufacturers make them as well. So Ameriqual and Sapaco. We have some apple jelly, so we have some peanut butter and jelly. There is a second pack of crackers, plenty of crackers. And there's a little accessory pack containing a spoon, matches, what looks like a red pepper and salt. We also have some simplistic instructions, obviously no words on there, just pictures letting people know that it is food and you can actually eat them. And we have a couple of the mains. Now this one is pasta with tomato sauce. I also believe they tend to be vegetarian as well, so that they can be eaten anywhere around the world. And the other one is just yellow rice. So supposed to be a 24-hour ration. Seems to be just two main meals, and as you can see the packages are slightly different to the green MREs. So this is the content of this particular menu 4 humanitarian ration. So let's get these out on a tray and see what they look and taste like. So as you can see, I have here laid out on the tray what I would consider the first meal from this US humanitarian daily ration. Now when I got these ingredients out, these contents out and looked at them closely, I actually thought there was only enough for 2 actual full meals. It's supposed to be a 24-hour daily ration, but comparing to any sort of US MRE, I would say there is only 2 actual meals within this pack. So I'm going to try them as 2 separate meals rather than 3. So I have here for my first meal, I have a shortbread cookie. I've taken a look at the pasta with tomato sauce, obviously a pack of crackers. We have the peanut butter, apple jelly and contents of the accessory pack. Now there is no drinks in this, it is purely food ration, so I've just got water, standard drink around the world. So straight off, we've got a long reach spoon. Long reach against the pouch, but it is quite flimsy. We have a little pack of pepper. We have a tissue, or serviette. We have a little pack of matches. Let's put that to one side here. We have some crushed red pepper. So we've got black pepper and red pepper. There is some iodized salt. Don't know if you can quite see them, they're quite small packets, iodized salt. And an alcohol-free moist towelette. And again, bearing in mind it's supposed to be a whole day's, there is only one towelette for the whole day. I would have thought there had been 2 or 3. The matches, obviously, you'd be able to light a fire. There's no heating pack, flameless ration heaters. These are designed to be hot or cold. I have warmed this up, I've boiled it in water. They have included a pack of matches, so even if you're in a humanitarian situation, you'll be able to get some firewood, get a campfire or some sort of fire going, hopefully to boil some water and warm up these contents. So, I've got working our way around. And first off, I'm going to take a look at this shortbread cookie. And the date code on this is 0140. Now I'm hoping this might be one of the newer rations, as in 2020, not 2010. I think we'll try and find out as we go along with the freshness. So hopefully a 2020 ration. We'll give this an open, and we'll soon start to see, I think, as the freshness becomes apparent. So we have a little shortbread cookie. Nice little biscuit there, cracker, well, biscuit. We shall have a look at the crackers. These look like the standard US military crackers. Let's see if we have a hiss. Nice hiss, always a good sign. Now there is 2 packs of crackers in this ration. They look like they're quite, quite battle damaged, but not too bad, just the edges seem to have gone. So just put that to one side. I think tasting the crackers will let us know roughly. I'm sure in 2010, could be wrong, but I think they were salted, so it'd be nice to see when we taste those. We also have an apple jelly, so I'll just bring in an old friend just to open the corner of the apple jelly. Of course, we have the PB, peanut butter and jelly. So again, we'll just open those to one side. And last but not least, we'll take a look at this vegetarian pasta with tomato sauce. It does seem very runny, very soupy, and for those that are interested, it does, the contents there, I'll try and bring them up close, you can pause, and the nutritional facts. You just pause there if you want to have a look. Okay, so I'll bring in a bowl, because it does feel quite soupy, and we'll just get this open and the contents poured out. Now that's very, very runny, very little pasta in there, quite disappointing actually to look at. Nice smell though. So I think the best thing to do is to go straight away and start with the mains. So this is the pasta and tomato sauce. There is very little pasta, virtually none. Very little pasta there. There is a few beans in there. Contents is quite small, but we'll have a little taste of that. Quite sweet. Tomato soup type flavour. It's kind of canned tomato soup flavour there. A few beans. Not sure what beans or peas they are, but there's some beans in there, or peas. The beans are just cooked al dente. There is some pasta, only about 3 bits. Overall tasty. Lots of salt and pepper. Quite sweet. There's quite a high sugar content. The beans or peas are just cooked. Pasta content is virtually non-existent. This is very, very small portion sizes. I'm surprised for a humanitarian ration how small this ration is. So I'll just have a look at the crackers. I'll snap those. Didn't snap across the lines, but it doesn't matter. So we'll just have a little bit of the cracker first. Doesn't taste salted. I'm assuming then that is a 2020 ration, hopefully. Nice, crisp, crunchy. Doesn't seem 10 years old, so we'll assume it's a 2010. Oh, sorry, 20. We'll break a few more of those crackers up. Basic wheat crackers, same as they have in the USMREs. Certainly need to add the crackers to the main meal. There is not enough food content in this main meal. Very disappointing. Very, very disappointing in quantity. Quality is fine. Good cracker added to the tomato sauce. Obviously you would need all of those crackers, but I'm saving some back for the PB&J. But certainly bulks up the main meal. Let's have a little bit of water just to cleanse the palate. Now, good old PB&J. Let's have a look at the peanut butter. I've already pre-kneaded this. I think this is just the standard USMRE style peanut butter, just in a silver pack rather than the darker version. Good quality, creamy, lots of peanut flavour. Tastes just like the standard USMRE peanut butter. Have a little bit of the apple jelly. I did need this, but it's still a little bit on the runny side. It's coming out in like a gel, little gel there. Try that with a PB&J. Okay. I've only had the apple jelly once in the USMRE. I've had the blackcurrant jam, blackberry jam and a few other jams. But the first time I've had the apple jelly, this tastes just like the standard US military apple jelly. On the cracker, nice background with the sweetness. A few extra calories, nice, sweet. Little bit of sweet after the snack there. Refresh my palate. Now look at this shortbread cookie, little square cookie, little holes in the centre. I don't know why it's got holes in there, perhaps to help it bake better. So nice, light, crisp, crispy. Shortbread, exactly what it says on the tin. Shortbread cookie, nice, sweet, good quality. I think it must be a 2020 ration. Too fresh for 2010. Try one of that with a little bit of apple jelly on, just to sweeten it up a little bit. Just helps. Don't need the crushed pepper in this instance, or the salt and pepper. I'm going to put that to one side. I will take a look at the anti-alcohol free moist towelette. So, one towelette for the whole day supply ration just seemed a little bit mean. I would have thought there'd been 2 or 3 towelettes at least. There's at least 2 meals in here. I would have thought there'd been a couple of towelettes. It's slightly moist, slightly damp, no distinctive smell, quite weak in texture, but it will do the job just to get rid of some of those germs and bacteria. in a disaster zone. Obviously it's going to be a dirty area, usually a dirty area. Right, so quick recap for the first meal. The mains, very disappointing in quantity. Quality is fine, nice flavoursome sauce, beans or peas, not sure which type, but they're just al dente. Plenty of salt, plenty of pepper, plenty of taste. Just very lacking in quantity of contents. And crackers, standard military US MRE style cracker, good quality, light crisp wheat cracker. Did break up well into going to the mains to bulk it out. Also went well as a backing cracker for the peanut butter and jelly. Both the peanut butter and jelly, US MRE military peanut butter and jellies, taste exactly the same. Sure, they are exactly the same. Good quality both. Seen many times before. Nice energy rich combo. And the shortbread cookie is just that, shortbread biscuit, nice, fresh, sweet. Easily could add the peanut butter and the apple jelly just to give it another bit of background flavour, but not necessarily needed. Overall, first meal, tasty, enjoyable, just not sure about the quantity. Whether 2 of these meals would sustain you for the full day, the 24 hours as is claimed on the pack. So, join me in just a moment when I look at the rest of the contents of this humanitarian ration and what would possibly be meal 2. So, see you in a minute. And welcome back to what I would call the second meal of this US humanitarian daily ration. And for the second meal I'm going to have the strawberry toaster pastry or the Pop-Tart, the yellow filled rice, some fig bars, and of course there's another pack of crackers, but I do have some crackers left from the first meal, so I'm going to use those and save these for one of my camping trips, but they are the same. You've got a pack of crackers for both, so I'll put those to one side. So I'm going to start by working my way along by having a look at the strawberry toaster pastry. Now, as I says, I'm starting to feel this is more in line with being 2 meals. There's about, it's just double wrapped, I think that's the original packaging that the Pop-Tart might have come in, and it does look like there is a pair of them here. So I assume there's a pair of Pop-Tarts. Could be used, I suppose, as one light meal snack, midday snack on their own. We'll have a look at the fig bars. I think in the US they have things called fig Newtons. Here in the UK we have fig rolls. I believe they're very similar items. Now again, these are well bashed, well smashed. I think I've heard known of fig Newtons. There is 2 in the packet, but they're both broken, so I'll just put the one out for now. Obviously we have the yellow rice, and again I've just given this 5 minutes, 10 minutes boiling in water. For those that are interested, again I'll hold that up to the camera. Hopefully you can pause for the ingredients, and looking down the nutritional facts there. Now looking at the main meals, they're both saying they're 400 calories each. So 2 of those would be 800 calories. So I would imagine all the other contents would be the other 12. So we're looking at about a 2,000 calorie count, roughly, estimate, pack altogether. So literally only just sort of recommended daily intake for an average woman or a small man. Plenty for a child, but we'll just get that scooped out best we can. So literally it's just survival rations, just enough calories for a 24-hour period, but I would say 2 actual meals. Now I think we'll start again with the mains, just water again, no hot beverages. So we'll have a look at this yellow rice. So I can see there is rice again. It's quite a small portion. Rice, carrots. There is some sort of peas, beans in there. So I'll have a little taste of this. Very dry. Not like the previous meal, which was very wet and moist. There's a sort of mushroom taste in the background, almost like a chicken, but I don't think there's any chicken in there. I'll have to have a look in the ration. But sticky, flavoured. Personally, I think how dry and sticky this is, it would have been good to have poured into the tomato and the beans, mix the two together, would have made one substantial meal, and then you could have just picked at the other items throughout the day, just having one substantial meal. Maybe that was the way to go. But there's certainly plenty of flavour in there, plenty of salt, plenty of pepper, rice. There is a flavouring I can't quite picture. Imagine like a teriyaki, sort of teriyaki, black bean sauce sort of flavour. There's a flavouring in there, but it's very sticky. The rice is just cooked. Not a huge portion, but out of the two meals, because it is rice, it's more stodgy. I would say this would give you the feeling of being more full. The crackers, seen them in the previous meal. We've said now, good basic background wheat cracker. Perhaps both packs would have gone in the previous meal, or I still believe mixing this into the soupy tomato would have been the way to go. But again, good basic background cracker, nothing wrong with those. Have a look at the fig bar. It literally is figs in a little soft pastry case. Exactly what it tastes like. As I say, in the UK we can have fig rolls. If you're in the UK, if you had a fig roll, that's exactly what this is. I've heard say of something called fig Newtons in the US. I'm assuming that would be the same sort of thing. But it's a taste of figs. It's sweet. Certainly soft. Doesn't seem like it's got any age to it. It probably is a new ration. But again, another nice, tasty, sweet snack there. Move on to the strawberry Pop-Tarts. So again, these are recognisable, I think, in the US and in the UK. Very much similar to the fig bar outer coating, but a bit thinner. Nice strawberry flavour centre. Again, very sweet, very energy rich in sugars. Nice, tasty, sweet snack. Didn't need the crushed peppers or salt and pepper, in my opinion. Let's clean my palate. So, quick recap. Toaster pastries are just that, toaster pastries. They're literally just a little thin crust pastry with a strawberry scented, nice taste of strawberry, very sweet, very sugar rich, very tasty and enjoyable. The fig rolls or fig bars, I say very similar to the UK fig rolls, and I believe, I keep saying it, the fig Newtons in the US. I've never tried a fig Newton, but I've heard reference, so excuse me if I've got that wrong. But it is compressed figs, again, with a very soft pastry casing. Again, natural, sweet, tasty filling. Crackers are the crackers, good quality background crackers, and the rice. Cooled yellow rice, quite stodgy, sticky, just cooked, a few little vegetables in there, like a sort of teriyaki flavour in the background, certainly mushroom, may even be a mushroom sauce. There was a pronounced mushroom flavour there. Might be a mushroom sauce I'm tasting. Again, not unpleasant. A little more filling, rib filling than the previous meal, but I personally had one of these now. If I was to get one again, I would mix this into the soupy tomato and pasta to make that a substantial evening meal, and then I would snack through the rest of the day, the rest of the 24 hours, on the toaster pastries, the shortcakes and the fig bars and the like. So overall, the US Humanitarian daily ration, this one is menu 4, in an absolute dire emergency would just about keep the hunger pangs away for 24 hours. Experience to US MREs, military MREs, I would say there was a 2 meal rather than a 24-hour 3 meal in this pack. But again, the US military do need more calories per meal for obvious reasons. So overall, fit for purpose. You're never going to gain weight using this, but hopefully it should stop you losing weight. So I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification button for future videos coming very soon. So thank you and goodbye.